is taken for directors. You can't move the time.
Same thing like swearing in the new council residents done before. We did it today, we changed it today.
Well, if they're not here, they're not here. You ain't gonna talk to anybody till after lunch. What time is it? Is it noon? Oh, it's 4 minutes till. We might actually go to lunch on time today. That'll give them time to get here. All right. Okay. It behooves me as the chief of the Seminole Nation and as the chairman of the General Council to make a request to break for a continuance of a meeting to take place on another date. For those that would want to attend the funeral of the late council representative, Constitution member of the Constitution, and nearly 100-year-old elder. It behooves me to do that. Do I have any support to have a continuance of this quarterly meeting? Another Saturday of this month.
Chair, I support that out of respect for the family and this elder. Have a continuance, and this council decide when that meeting will be. I'll make that motion.
Can we make it?
There's a motion. Is there a second to that? And we need to set a date.
Yeah, that's the plan when this council decides on the date. Next Saturday?
No, not next Saturday. Give us to the end.
What about the 18th?
No, that's Juneteenth. That's Juneteenth.
Oh, that's Juneteenth. That's actually that's a federal holiday.
Could we do it on the
celebrations. The 20.
All right.
Saturday?
The last Saturday.
Okay, one person at a time. Representative Petit, I see your hand.
Chair, how about June 29th?
Is that a?
Why not?
I'll be out of town on vacation. I said that in advance.
A continuance can be taken up.
We can do it in the middle of the week.
We can do it if the council has the power under the Constitution to determine that date. Do you want to do it in July?
Can we do it July 6th?
Jerry, can we see how many people plan on going to the funeral? That'd be the best.
What I have, it's a matter of principle as far as I'm concerned. We have a motion. Did we have a second on that? We're just looking for a date, aren't we?
Second.
Okay, we have a second. We got to come to a date, folks. There's a motion and a second to have a continuance of this meeting to another date. I'm going to take suggestions, and then you have to tie a date on this motion. Representative Narcomi.
Can I suggest 8th of June, that a possibility? The 8th of June, next Saturday?
You know, we're never going to all agree because of our schedules.
That's fine.
With all due respect, I know some of this stuff, some of these things, I'm looking at it if there's time frames on them. There's not necessarily that many time frames on it. If this council picks another date, then that makes it a continuance of this same meeting on this same date to whatever date it is. July looks like a good time. Now, we are having a special call meeting on the 25th for audits and a couple of other items, and got some great news on the audits as well.
We can do it then?
No, we can't. This is a tough schedule.
Well, there's many people who have plans already. I'm not saying that I wouldn't mind a continuance, but can we, if we choose a date, can we make it a hybrid for those of us who will be out of state? So we can still attend and still conduct meetings?
Right.
So we could have people in person, and if we're out of state.
Virtual.
we can have the hybrid meeting where some people can attend online.
Is the council willing to do that?
Yes.
If the council's willing to do
I'll
that,
accept that.
the best date is probably in July, because nobody wants to come back on a Saturday in June, apparently. Okay, will you give the chairman the leadway to do it in July and set that date? To go and acquaint with this motion? No objections? Okay, the motion is, and I'll send out the, and it's going to be by, we're going back to that virtual, but I'd like to see you here.
Okay, Chair, my concern is, we've got so many of these ARPA projects that need to be addressed, and the calendar's running short on that. And we can't keep putting that off. We've got to come to a conclusion.
Let's move to those ARPA projects right now before we break for lunch.
Or we call on RCW like we just had a council rep. Call them up real quick. They're not here.
Will you withdraw that resolution and address the ARPA projects? Because that is summer assistance for our tribal members, if it passes.
I don't mind doing the ARPA projects, I mean, but
Okay,
why
well-
would I have to withdraw?
Because there's a motion and second on the floor.
Yeah. You can table it for right now. And then
No.
I'll withdraw it and then bring
Don't
it back
confuse the
up.
matter.
I'll withdraw and bring it back up.
Yeah.
Withdraw, bring it back up. Okay, move to the ARPA projects. You sponsoring ARPA projects, go right ahead.
Mr. Chair,
Well, which one's coming up first? Let me dig through this agenda real quick.
Mr. Chair, do you need another motion? Because we had already moved to new business, so are we going back? Do you-
No, we're still under new business.
Okay.
Okay, let's take care of this, folks. We can do it. Is that TR 2024-43 the next ARPA project? Sorry, y'all help me here.
Don't we need a motion to amend the agenda to get to
Okay. Is there any objection to amend the agenda to go to these projects? Is there any objection to move on to these particular projects, amending the agenda and the order of the agenda? I see no hands, I hear no voice. So we're on the ARPA projects. What's the next ARPA project? Okay, Representative Shaw, it's 43. He's pulling that. Let's go to the next one.
withdrawn or tabled?
He's withdrawn this one, right? Yes, he's withdrawn this one on 43. Representative Lambert?
Can I bring that one back to the floor? I mean, if he withdraws it, can I bring it back, sponsor it, bring it back on the floor?
If he withdraws, then someone else can take it up.
Can I pick that up?
Is that what you're doing, Miccosukee Band?
Yes.
Okay, Miccosukee Band is bringing it back up. And it's an ARPA project, TR 2024-43, that's where we're at.
Yes. We'd like to have a friendly amendment to that, or we'd like to amend that to be tribal members and strike out within the Seminole Nation to be tribal members like the original one was. It does define it as within the Seminole Nation of a reservation, just to strike the Seminole Nation reservation.
Okay, what she's saying is we have traditionally taken the ARPA projects and made it for within reservation and outside of reservation, and that's what she's asking is to strike the within reservation language or within our boundaries. It's in there. There's a friendly amendment to that. Is there a second to that friendly amendment? And is there objection to that friendly amendment? There's no objection. We're going to vote on the... Since there's no objection, we're actually voting on that. We're taking out just the area that talks about just within the jurisdiction, which is the boundaries of the Seminole Nation. That's what's being taken out with that friendly
Would you like me to
amendment.
read that?
Yeah, if what you're saying is correct, then we come back to this legislation with, where it would read, housing units
It's
within
a
the
tri-
Seminole Nation.
Would you like me to read it?
Respect your reservation.
Yeah. A tribal resolution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma approving the reappropriation of unexpended funds from previously approved ARPA projects and service resolutions in order to fund and for neighborhood investment and development of affordable housing units.
So strike the Seminole Nation
Within-
resolution.
Would it be inappropriate if I just asked that this be tabled until? Because I know.
No, it's not in, you can do
We
that.
are so disorganized today, it's pathetic.
It's not
I would
disor,
make a motion that we table this item until whenever.
it's not disorganized. We're trying to be organized. But let's see. So there's a table. There's a table of that. Second at table. Okay, we got to go to the vote on this table. Secretary, this is the table, TR 2024-43 with the amendments.
Second.
Representative Petit. This is the table, this TR 2024-43 with those amendments. It can come back. It was with, yes. All right, we're going. Does everyone understand the motion? Welcome back, Representative Narkemy. And Representative Delarney.
Deanna Sampson.
This is the table.
Anthony Conley. John Narkemy.
No.
Rena Tiger.
No.
Anastasia Pittman.
No.
Terry Edwards.
No.
Nancy Fixico.
Yes.
Leon Petit.
Yes.
David Narkemy.
Yes.
Joseph Billy. Karen Fulbright.
No.
Ann Borba.
No.
Stephanie Lambert.
No.
I'm going to do it again. Karen Fulbright. Ann Borba.
No.
Stephanie Lambert.
No.
Sina Yeslith.
No.
Lottie Cootie.
Yes.
Marilyn Moore.
Yes.
Ensign Lena.
Yes.
Richmond Larney.
Yes.
Tiffany Thunder.
Yes.
Wayne Shaw.
Yes.
Catherine McCoy.
Yes.
Charlie Hill.
Yes.
Tommy Chupko.
No.
Danita Harjo.
No.
Willis Dethridge.
Yes.
Desiree Emerton.
Yes.
I have 15 yeses, 11 noes, 0 abstain.
Read that back again, Secretary.
15 yeses, 11 noes, 0 abstain.
Okay, with a count of 15 yes, 11 noes, and 0 abstentions, I declare that table to have passed. So we're moving on to the next ARPA resolution, okay? Appropriation for the veterans. Basically, this is Representative Hill. TR 2024-44.
Yes. A tribal resolution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma approving an appropriation for the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 ARPA for the use of community investment within the Veterans Program.
There's a motion to approve TR 2024-44. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, I saw Representative Cootie. Was that a second, Representative Cootie? Okay, so it's on the floor. Discussion. Representative Petit.
Yes, Chair. I'd like to ask for a friendly amendment to this resolution to raise the amount requested at 75,000, add another 25,000 to it, to make it $100,000 to contribute to this from the ARPA funds. I would ask that it be accepted.
Yes, I will accept that. The reason being, to see that jacked up to 100 is because the new building that we have over there, some of y'all probably have never been over there yet. They need furnitures, and they need to put some pictures on the walls for veterans that have
Exhibits.
passed, those that are present, etc. And they need a new ice machine. They don't even have one, etc. And they want to build it up. And we do have a new director, which I've never met.
Do you accept that friendly amendment?
Yes, I do. It's Jack.
Who seconded this motion? Do you accept that friendly amendment? Yes. Any objections to that friendly amendment? I see no hands, I hear no voice. So this is TR 2024-44 with the amendment. Secretary, call the roll.
Leetta Simpson. No. Anthony Conley. No. John Narkemy.
No.
Rena Tiger.
They might change their mind in 5 minutes.
Anastasia Pittman.
No.
Terry Edwards.
No.
Ida Gonzalez. Oh, sorry. Nancy Fixico.
No.
Leon Petit.
Yes.
David Narkemy.
Yes.
Joseph Billy.
Yes.
Karen Fulbright.
Yes.
Ann Borba.
Yes.
Stephanie Lambert.
No.
Sina Yeslith. Lottie Cootie.
Yes.
Marilyn Moore. Ensign Lena.
Yes.
Richmond Larney.
Yes.
Tiffany Thunder.
No.
Wayne Shaw.
No.
Catherine McCoy.
Yes.
Charlie Hill.
Yes.
Tommy Chupko.
Yes.
Danita Harjo.
Yes.
Willis Dethridge.
Yes.
Desiree Emerton.
Yes.
I have 15 yeses, 11 noes, 0 abstain.
With a count of 15 yes, 11 noes, 0 abstentions, I declare with the amendment TR 2024-44 to have passed. And is it pertaining to this that we just voted on?
I just want to say thank you for all y'all that voted yes on this to support our veterans. I feel like we need to focus a little bit more on them and not chastise them for being veterans or anything like that. They fought for our country. And let's, as much as we can,
Yes.
focus on it in this body. Thank you.
And a lot of times it's the bands within their meetings that, confirm the vote. So it's not individual council representatives doing that. But I want to also commend you for doing so. The veterans will now be housed, can enjoy the facility, and then the Hall of Fame exhibit will be done in a professional manner that we can all, and they will also be proud of. Thank you very much. Let's move on. 2000, the next ARPA, 47, TR 2024-47, Representative Borba.
This is a tribal resolution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma approving appropriation of up to $750,000 from the American Rescue Plan for the Act of 2021 funds to the Emergency Tribal Assistance Program for energy assistance with certain stipulations. And I did talk to the chair, and it's going to be basically the same way it did last year. I think it was like $250 for a single person, and if they had a family up to 500.
Yeah, I think the max was up to $500.
Yes. So, and everyone is eligible. There is not based on income. Yes, not based on income. So, I would like a second.
And it's people that's not been served under this specific program before. Because we have people that's been served under this, and this will give a new pool of funds, if it passes, to tribal members that have these needs. So there's a motion?
I'll second that.
Okay.
I had already seconded.
You'd already seconded.
Okay,
Is that for this quarter, or does this start in, if they?
If it passes, it goes on till the money is exhausted unless we get to December 15th, as it says in the resolution, because services must be spent by the 31st of December of this year with these particular types
Okay,
of funding.
so October 1, if they filed for assistance before, they can file again October 1?
That's not how this particular program
Okay,
works.
I was asked that question.
Yeah, they can, as soon as the program is up and running, that will be announced and people can start filing for it, if it passes, okay? But if we get to the area of the 15th of December, as it says in the resolution, and there's money that hasn't been expended, then it goes to a capital project which extends those funds to 2026, okay? Okay, Representative Petit.
Yes, Chair. I'd like to ask the sponsor if you would, if we could remove with certain stipulations in the resolution, and if possible, let's set a different expiration date, and if possible, we could reevaluate the funds left over and maybe commit them to another project which would benefit the people. And you know, that's what, I mean, I don't want to just all go to capital projects, because this is to help our people. And if we can find out in September or December earlier, we need to set a cutoff date for it. And then that way, we can come back and reevaluate what remaining ARPA funds we have. And if there's another program, we can reconsider it for that program, the remaining funds.
It may sound logical, but wintertime, if we still have funds, we need to be serving, you know, during the winter. We looked at the final rule and the guidelines from ARPA, and there's no other services past the 31st of December of this year. So being able to take that money on the 15th and say, all right, we're going to do this, unless you're going to have a big Christmas and do something. But I don't see that much money being left. So those capital projects gives it 2 more years to be able to be expended. And we got some valid capital projects that are worthy of those things as well. But that's my input on that, Representative Petit.
I decline.
And advice from,
I decline.
okay, but thank you for your
Are
comment.
you accepting my friendly amendment?
No.
Oh, okay, well, I'd ask for a vote.
Okay, and you heard your chief and your chairman explain exactly why it is the way it is presently. So the 15th of December, if there happens to be $15 in there, it's going to be changed to a capital project. What Representative Petit is wanting is it to go into another service that is ended by congressional ruling December 31st. It's not going to give us time, logically. It just won't. Logistics won't allow it, I don't believe.
Chair.
But since there's, we're going to vote on that amendment, and the amendment is to change it to go into services, and what was it, bring it back at the quarterly meeting in September to see where we're at on it?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, to bring it back at the September quarterly meeting, see how much has been expended, and then address it. Well, you got winter months, so I hope that they don't take it all and do something differently with it. But that's it. That's the friendly amendment. Bring it back in September, evaluate it, I suppose, and then maybe change the date where it goes into services. But I'm telling you what, you change the date where it goes to services on December 15th, you're not going to have a time logistically to really do something with that. That's our opinion. Is that your opinion as well, Chief Palmer? And it's a fact. It's congressional law.
Well,
Jeez.
Chair, what I'm trying to get to is not go to take the December 15th deadline off of it, and let's set it for earlier so that before the next quarterly meeting, we can look at how much has been withdrawn from that amount, because we've supplemented that amount twice or 3 times already.
Well, if you don't want if you don't want this in its present faction, then just vote no. You know, that's what you can do. But we're voting on that amendment of Representative Petit, okay? Come back in September, possibly around the 15th, it goes back into services. We will have 15 days to do that, according to Congress. Okay. Do you understand the amendment? I know it. Now I will agree with you, Representative Dithridge. Representative Cootie.
I just want to say that any money that has been allocated for the levy or whatever it is, it's always used up because we got a lot of people that needs it and that a lot of us still do that. So we won't have any money.
Yeah, if you, well, that's the amendment, and it goes to a vote because it wasn't accepted, okay? So that's what the amendment is. A vote accordingly. Let's move this on so that we can get to the other motion.
I don't think we got a second on that, on his.
Did he get a second for his friendly amendment? Representative Narkemy, welcome back. So let's go on to vote, okay? You understand. Reevaluating September, move to services at an earlier time than the 15th. But this is a service. There you go. That's what we're voting on.
Leetta Sampson. No. Anthony Conley. John Narkemy.
No.
Rena Tiger.
No.
Anastasia Pittman.
No.
Terry Edwards.
No.
Nancy Fixico.
No.
Leon Petit.
Yes.
David Narkemy.
Yes.
Joseph Billy.
Yes.
Karen Fulbright. Ann Borba.
No.
Stephanie Lambert.
No.
Sina Yeslith.
No.
Lottie Cootie.
No.
Marilyn Moore.
No.
Henson Lena.
No.
Richmond Larney.
No.
Tiffany Thunder.
Yes.
Wayne Shaw.
Yes.
Catherine McCoy.
No.
Charlie Hill. Tommy Chupko.
Yes.
Danita Harjo.
Yes.
Willis Dethridge.
No.
Desiree Emerton.
No.
I have 7 yeses, 18 noes, 0 abstain.
With 7 yes, 18 noes, and 0 abstention, those amendments have failed. We are back to the original resolution, and Council Secretary, strike Representative Pittman's vote on that and read the new vote. She was not in her seat when she yelled out whatever she yelled out.
Oh,
Strike that vote.
okay.
And now what is the new count?
I have 7 yeses, 17 noes, 0 abstain.
7 yes, 17 noes. The amendment still fails. Okay? Now we're back to the original resolution. Secretary, call the roll. This is at TR 2024-47.
Leetta Sampson.
No.
Anthony Conley.
No.
John Narkemy.
Yes.
Rena Tiger.
Yes.
Anastasia Pittman. Terry Edwards.
Yes.
Nancy Fixico.
No.
Leon Petit.
No.
David Narkemy.
No.
Joseph Billy. Karen Fulbright.
Yes.
Ann Borba.
Yes.
Stephanie Lambert.
No.
Sina Yeslith.
No.
Lottie Cootie. Marilyn Moore. Henson Lena.
Yes.
Richmond Larney.
Yes.
Tiffany Thunder,
Yes.
Wayne Shaw,
Yes.
Catherine McCoy,
Yes.
Charlie Hill,
Yes.
Tommy Chepko,
Yes.
Danita Harjo,
Yes.
Willis Dethridge,
Yes.
Desiree Emerton.
Yes.
I have 15 yeses, 7 noes, 1 abstain.
With a count of 15 yes, 7 noes, 1 abstentions, I declare TR 2024-47 to have been approved. Now we are on 2024-49, Representative Narcomi, John Narcomi.
Okay. I'd like to introduce Tribal Resolution 2024-49, a tribal resolution of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, approving an additional appropriation of $50,000 from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 funds to the ARPA Tribal School Clothing Program. And I ask for a second.
Got a motion? Is that a second, Representative Petit?
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion by Representative Narcomi of the Chiyaha Band and seconded by Representative Petit. Representative Pittman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Narcomi, did you bring this resolution to the Finance Committee?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, so let me ask you why did you not bring it through the Finance Committee?
This was through the Judgment Fund Office, and I was asked if I thought this was a good idea, and I thought it was.
Okay, so am I allowed another question, Mr. Chairman?
One thing why it's before the council today, we have X amount of funds for over 4,500 secondary school children within the Seminole Nation. The Judgment Fund Director had brought it to the attention of executive that to be able to meet either that number or maybe more, that we'll put in an application come this August at the levels that we have been given since we come into ARPA. We increased it. Everybody knows we did that, and this is the amount that was asked for. So that's why it's there. It's a need. Remember, obviously that Finance Committee had already met. There was no meetings in between then. The council does have the power to move on this, though, and they do have the power to move on to this. Representative Petit.
I have a question. Can you give us the total amount that we were
Okay, is
donating?
Madonna, are you still here? Oh, yeah, come forth, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're trying to move this on because if we're going to do that continuation, if we are going to do it, then
Well, I just want the council to be informed of what we're paying now and why we increased it, because all the funds are supposed to come through the Finance Committee. That's why we have them. But if we don't, we'd like the information to be available.
well, she'll share that with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Pittman.
Here, take this one.
Take that one. Yeah. I think it'll reach you.
Hello, I'm Madonna Williams, and I am the director for the Judgment Funds.
Can you share with us your concern for the students? What's been our past appropriation and why we increased it to $750?
Now, the additional $50,000?
Yes.
Well, it's just an increase in enrollment. We have continuously tribal members enrolling. So last year we had over 275 students that were not eligible because they were still in the process of enrolling. So we have individuals, school-age individuals that are enrolling every day. So we do have an increase, and that's just the reason why, is we have an increase of tribal member that are applying.
Okay, so
at what time frame did you find out we had an increase in enrollment?
Actually, the last year's school program. Like I said, we still keep those applications. That's how I know how many we have, because they were not eligible because they were not completely enrolled with the tribe. And right now we did fund 4,100 students, so that's 820,000. And like I said, some did not meet the deadline, or wasn't enrolled, or something delayed them from actually receiving all the children clothing benefit.
Okay, thank you. Are you aware that the Finance Committee has met twice within the last 60 days?
No.
Okay. We would have made a special Finance Committee meeting to address this, but thank you for your time.
ARPA appropriations doesn't necessarily need the input of the Finance Committee. I will say that for the record. But we appreciate your comments, though. I saw Representative Dethridge and then Representative Petit.
This way, my concern is I don't know whether, and I've done the numbers when I talk to you and I talk to you about this specific legislation. My fear is that $50,000 is not quite enough. So if y'all are satisfied with $50,000, we're going to vote yes on this legislation. But I think that we could put $100,000 in it, and
well,
certainly
we will not.
I don't know.
We'll accept it.
It doesn't work quite that way.
It does benefit all the children within the nation.
I don't want any child to be denied because we run out of funds.
Well, when the deadline comes for application process, which does have a deadline, she will report back to the council if there's for whatever the appropriation is, okay? And then that will go back into ARPA funds. Representative Petit and then Representative Thunder.
Representative Narkme, would you accept a friendly amendment to add another $50,000 to that and make that $100,000 for the child clothing program?
I will completely agree with the director that if that's what the council wants to do, we're not going to say no.
Okay, the friendly amendment's been accepted by the first motion. How about the second motion? Who made the second motion on this? You, Representative Petit, you accepted as well? Okay, thank you, Representative Thunder, for being willing to. Okay, we're back to the original motion, okay? But it is with the amendment of an additional $50,000, which brings it up to a total of $100,000. This is school clothing fund, folks. Okay.
Call for question.
Let's go. Secretary?
Deanna Sampson.
No.
And Anthony Conley. John Narkemy.
Yes.
Rena Tiger.
Yes.
Anastasia Pittman.
Yes.
Terry Edwards.
Yes.
Nancy Fixico.
Yes.
Leon Petit.
Yes.
David Narkemy.
Yes.
Joseph Billy. Karen Fulbright.
Yes.
Ann Borba.
Yes.
Stephanie Lambert. Sina Yesler.
Yes.
Lottie Cootie. Marilyn Moore.
Yes.
Lottie said yes. She said yes. Marilyn?
Henson Lena.
Yes.
Richmond Larney.
Yes.
Tiffany Thunder.
Yes.
Wayne Shaw.
Yes.
Catherine McCoy. Charlie Hill.
Yes.
Tommy Chupko.
Yes.
Danita Harjo.
Yes.
Willis Dethridge.
Yes.
Desiree Emerton.
Yes.
I have 21 yeses, 2 noes, 1 abstain.
With a count of 21 yes, 2 noes, and 1 abstention. I declare that measure to have passed. Now we're back to the original motion of a continuation date of the rest of this quarterly meeting to another date. And also that particular meeting be allowed council representatives to attend virtually whenever that date is set. Is that still a motion with those things?
Yes, Chair.
And who seconded it?
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Representative Shaw.
Is this about the next meeting or?
Continuation of this meeting.
We need to start that new business, and the first one on that agenda should be ICW because they were called before this. And you avoided it very well, so I would like to.
There's a motion and second on the floor.
Yeah, but we're gonna set the agenda,
Set the agenda for what?
start the new business, and ICW first, that's where we're at, the new business, so.
Oh, you mean for the directors? When we do come back in a session? Okay, all right, I understand. I understand. Okay, we're back to the continuation of this quarterly meeting to another date. That meeting will be allowed virtual if you can't make it in person. Okay, that's the motion, and that's is where we're at. Representative Sampson.
Will the directors be on that Zoom meeting?
It's the same agenda. It's the same agenda. Same quarterly meeting. All right, we got a motion and second. You will be informed of what that date will be, and if you can't attend in person, if this passes, you'll attend virtually for this one meeting only. Okay? Okay, that's the motion. Council Secretary, call the roll.
Deanna Sampson.
Yes.
Anthony Conley.
Yes.
John Narkemy.
Yes.
Rena Tigers.
Yes.
Anastasia Pittman. Terry Edwards.
Yes.
Nancy Fixerco.
Yes.
All right, everybody, please allow the Secretary to call roll.
Leon Petit.
Yes.
David Narkemy.
Yes.
Joseph Billy.
Yes.
Karen Fulbright. Yes. Ann Porba.
Yes.
Stephanie Lambert.
Yes.
Sina Yeslith.
Yes.
Bobby Cootie. Marilyn Moore. Ensign Lena.
Yes.
Richmond Larney.
Yes.
Tiffany Thunder.
Yes.
Wayne Shaw.
Yes.
Catherine McCoy. Charlie Hill.
Yes.
Johnny Chupko.
Yes.
Danita Harjo. Willis Dethridge.
Yes.
Desiree Emerton.
Yes.
I have 26 yeses, 0 noes, 0 abstain.
26-0-0. I declare that we'll have a continuation of this meeting at the set date called upon by the chair.
Before we dismiss, there was one little announcement I had pertaining to the clothing allowance. Because there have been missed opportunities, the Judgment Fund office will actually start accepting applications on the 10th of June, rather than in August when schools actually start.
10th of June, is that the announcement?
Because that
Okay.
way that gives parents time to get their applications in.
That was gonna be my question, why are we starting August first, when we should do it a few weeks before?
Right, we've agreed to start the application process early. So as of the 10th, the office will start accepting applications.
Yeah, and the schools are requiring, we require the schools to give a stamp for verification, okay? And that announcement is acknowledged. Okay, do I entertain a motion to adjourn? And I want to thank the council for taking this continuance very serious. Thank you very much. Representative Narkemy? Motion to adjourn? All right. We fulfilled the agenda. The agenda's over. With that last motion, we don't have no other business except other business that will be tagged on to the next meeting, okay? Okay. Yes, thank you for that correction. Yeah, recess until further notice, okay? It'll be a continual meeting.
So do we
You don't
have-
get paid twice.
Do we have the understanding that new business is being moved to the after lunch or to the next meeting that's hybrid? We were in new business when we did all this. So now we're motioning.
Everybody understands, Ms. Pittman. We went over this several times. Okay, thank you for your clarification, though. And I will let the McGeesey family know that the General Counsel made an unprecedented move today in honor of their service to the nation. What is it? What is it?
The school clothing amount to be increased from 200 to 300 has to be voted by this council today from the director. She just.
No, I've never heard that before. It's 250, or whatever it is. Yeah, by code. 200, it's 200. Yeah, that didn't come to the chair of the council, the principal chief. Oh, we would have been talking about it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, been nice if y'all would have let us know before now. It stands where it's at. Thank you. Lord bless this meeting, and thank you for the council's wisdom today. And we continue to pray for the family and thank and appreciate the service of Ms. Jane McGeesey and her contributions to the Seminole Nation. Give us traveling mercies as we go to our places. In thy name we do pray. Amen.